Hello, you're welcome to my coaching session. Remember that in a previous video, so if you haven't seen that previous video, perhaps you should check it out on my YouTube or on Instagram or on Facebook. We talked about communicating, what communication means and what it means. It starts from the sender trying to communicate or trying to send a message. So for you as the sender, we talked about understanding yourself and what medium is comfortable for you when it comes to sending any message. Today, I want us to talk about elements that you should note when you decide to communicate. The first one, after you have, figured out the medium within which you love to communicate, the most important thing is, what are you communicating? The timing of the communication, the ingredients of the communication, and most importantly, who you are communicating with. So for example, let's talk about timing, for example. So if you are communicating something, the timing is very, very important. So first of all, what you're communicating, the time you're communicating. So for example, if I want to, communicate with my partner about something very, very important, I choose a particular time that I believe he is more calmer and I believe that he can hear me when I communicate that thing. I hope you understand it. So for example, you want to communicate or send a message to your boss about a raise or about a promotion. The timing is important. You cannot catch him in the corridor and decide to have that conversation. Now you understand. So the timing is very, very important. Very key elements that you need to note when you have to send a certain message, depending on the message. So first of all, once you know the ingredients, you need to think about the timing and you need to think about who you are communicating with or to. So if the person is a younger person, if the person is from a different culture, if the person is older than you. So for example, for us as Africans, there's a way that you communicate with an elderly person or someone older than you or someone in a higher position than you. You need to find a suitable time where they do not, there's not lot of noise or clutter in order to communicate something that is extremely or very important. I hope you understand it. Now, one element that is very, very important is when you are communicating, be sure that the receiver is listening. Listening is a very, very important element of communicating that we do not pay attention to. So you need to be careful that whoever you're communicating with or to is listening and is understanding. Listening and understanding is two different things. In order for you to know that whatever it is you're communicating is being received, you need to ask the person to perhaps reiterate or say it back to you in order for you to know that the person understood what you have asked or what you are sending to them. Very, very important. When you are communicating, like I said, it starts from you, then you need to take note of the elements. What exactly you're communicating, the time you're communicating, with whom you're communicating, the culture of the person you're communicating with. So I've had friends who have said that if you're communicating with them and you're not looking into their eyes, it means that you are perhaps lying. I've seen lots of videos like that. But in our culture as Africans, it is very, very, very important for you to respect the person by not looking directly into the person's eyes. So you need to take note of all these cultural differences before you communicate. In later videos, we will be tackling or handling the receiver and what the receiver must do. But remember that listening is a very, very key and important element when it comes to communication. My name is Casandra. Join me in other sessions. Bye-bye.